here with Holly Norman. Hi, Holly. Thank you so much for doing this.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to kind of do what you're doing and get out into the automotive world as girlies and kind of put some pieces to the puzzle together.
Let's do this. So, why don't you start by telling everybody where do you work and what is your role exactly at your dealership?
Sure. So I work at Audi in Lakeland, Florida. It's kind of in the middle of between Tampa and Orlando, so it's developing middle of nowhere. But I have been in the automotive industry in reception. I started as a receptionist, worked my way up the service department, and I've been in sales now for about 4 years.
Amazing. What were you doing before you got in as a receptionist?
I was a college student and I just needed a part-time job and it just worked with my schedule. So I saw an ad on Indeed and I was like, oh yeah, that looks easy. Let me just do that.
Okay, you need to take me back to the moment that you got on the floor, right? You were in receptionist, then service, sales. Can you take me back to your first day? What was your biggest challenge or your biggest fear that you had to overcome when you started?
I think it was just approaching people and not seeming like a salesperson. With Audi, especially being in higher end luxury sales, you kind of want to come into that as developing a long-term relationship. Manufacturer loyalty, brand loyalty is a very big thing, and Audi is one of those brands that I've had clients that are on their 15th, 16th, 17th Audi. They're buying their daughter their first Audi, their son their first Audi, their wife their third Audi, things like that. So brand loyalty is one thing. So not coming across as just your typical, hi, how are you? My name is Holly. I'm here to sell you a car. It's more like, hi, I'm Holly. How are you? How are things? What are we looking for? What are we doing? Uh, oh my gosh, you got a new dog. How did the surgery go? Just different. It's a relationship. It's not just sales.
I love that. Was there somebody at when you first started that kind of took you under their wing and was really helpful to you in navigating all of that?
Absolutely. We have a very low turnaround rate at the current dealership that I'm in. We would have one or two people come in, and it's definitely an appointment retention customer kind of store. We don't have 500 people hitting the floor in one afternoon or a weekend. So, all the guys here for probably about 2 years out of my coming on 4 years, I was the only woman on the sales floor, including management and service included in service technician. Like I was the only girl on house. So uh all the guys were great. They took me under their wing. I'm very blessed because that's not the situation in a lot of dealerships. But yeah, I'd probably say everybody did, including management.
What's your favorite story of one of them helping you realize something or do something better?
So in sales, car sales in general, I'm sure you've heard about this, even though you're relatively new to the automotive industry. You haven't been there for 20 years, so you haven't, seen that on a day-to-day basis. But stealing deals in a dealership is not uncommon. If it's your day off and your customer comes in, they're getting helped by somebody else and you're missing out completely on the deal. We did half deals here at this dealership, and I had a very, very, very big deal coming in. I think it was an RSQ8, which is a $160,000 car. We don't do markups at the dealership that I'm at. So it wasn't, a 15,000 pounder, whatever, 15 pounder, whatever they want to call it. But I had one customer already at my desk that just was running over. I had my client coming in, and my manager stepped up, took them on a test drive, went over numbers, and then pretty much all I had to do was finance and sign them up. So my manager stepped in so I wouldn't lose the deal or split it with somebody and literally did my job for me. And then just basically, here you go. She's going to sign you up, do your credit app, do all of that.
That's amazing support right
A
there.
manager.
That is great. Can I ask
Yeah.
you, what is your favorite customer story?
There was a girl that came in and her name is Mary. You could tell that she was just not playing around. She was not, dealerships have a bad rep and for good, good word or whatever. She calls in and she's like, I'm looking at this specific Q5. I just want this Q5. That's it. I want to know pricing, fees, all that. She was very straightforward and to the point. She came in, we started talking, we just started getting a feel for each other. We test drove the car, uh, this and that. And granted, the car was somewhere else. So I had to go get it, bring it in, detail it, and deliver it to her, which was fine. It was right before a hurricane hit too. So we were kind of unsure how that was because she didn't want to get, a car in Florida and a hurricane comes and totals it the next day.
Right.
So she and I have actually become relatively great friends, especially on social media. I've seen her traveling to Italy and finding herself. I've seen her literally grow up spiritually and mentally, physically, everything with that. She's just launched her first business and she paints, so she sells all her artwork and whatnot. And there's a whole story behind it. But clients like that I just developed that friendship with, and then see them just jump off the ledge and just go do things, I'm like, oh, yes, that's my girl.
Oh, that's
So
amazing. And like that, I'm sure there's like a million other stories like that.
there are.
I love it. Okay, I want you to picture that there is a car saleswoman who's listening to this interview right now, and she just started, but she's struggling to get the right amount of support. She's having a hard time adjusting to sales life and adjusting to being a part of her team. What is the biggest lesson that you would like to teach her? Before we hear the answer to that really juicy question from our guest, I wanted to tell you how I found her, how she ended up on this video in this interview. I found her on TikTok because she had a strong presence, because she was using the right hashtags, because she knew what she was doing. And that is how your customers find you. That is how you establish your authority in the marketplace. That is how car salespeople make their mark and take control of their careers, by being online. And you need to be on TikTok if you're not already. My name is Ina. I'm the AutoSocial Gal, and I'm a social media strategist for car salespeople, for car dealerships. And I have helped hundreds of people with their online presence over the past decade. And now, for the first time ever, I have created a Mastering TikTok for Car Sales course that you can have right now and learn everything I know about how to show up on TikTok, attract your right customers, and also make the experience be right for you. It doesn't have to be silly dances. It doesn't have to be complicated scripts or skits. It can be whatever you want it to be. And in this course, I really put everything that I know so that you can have the kind of presence that is gonna make you go from unknown to unforgettable, so that people want to drive 2 hours out of their way to come and buy cars from you. I have you with the list of equipment that you need, with all of the TikTok features. I am going to show you exactly around the app. I'm going to show you how to simplify the analytics process. You don't have to know everything right off the bat to be successful. I'm going to show you how to stand out with your unique personality. I'm going to show you the viral examples so that they inspire you and you know exactly what to post, and so much more. And all of this can be yours right now. And I want to give you a very special $15 off code. The price of the course is going to keep changing. I just put this out there, and the price is going to continue to increase. So don't rest thinking that the price is going to stay the same, and grab this code right here for your $15 off, no matter what the price of the course is. Just code this QR code, take a picture of this QR code, or go to autosocialgal.com/TT for TikTok, get it? And use the code YTGals, that stands for YouTube Gals, so that I know you came from this video and you're coming from here. It's all in that QR code. If you go to autosocialgal.com/TT, it already has the code baked into it, and you can go and grab it right now, because I want to see you on TikTok so that I can go and invite you to be on this YouTube channel, elevate your authority, and inspire others. All right, now let's go back to the interview.
Never try to become somebody else just to be good at your job. I would say that. Never lose your personality. Never lose who you are deep down inside. You're going to have to be confident. You're going to have some sort of an ego, whether it's fake it till you make it, but never let that become who you are, because you know who you are and you know who you're comfortable being. And that's it. Don't let this job change you, because you will have a lot of hard days. You're gonna have months where you come in and you're gonna sell 2 cars in that entire month, and then you might sell 20 the next month. You'll have times where you don't take a day off for 3 weeks and you are literally at your uh, very last straw where you just want to have what they call the crash out. And you might crash out, that's fine. Crash out, feel it, do your thing, go out, go get a massage, go get your nails done, go get your hair done. Whatever it is, go buy a book and read it in 3 weeks. I don't know. I do these things. Um, but always come back to who you are and do not let this job push you to who you are not. Do not become that dirty, snaky salesperson. Keep true to yourself because in the end, the good girl always wins. That good woman always wins.
I love that. That's amazing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about social media. So, what made you start doing social media for car sales? And what do you think was your biggest challenge when you first started doing that?
I think because I actually I had actually gone through a breakup and I got this job kind of as a like, aha, I could do it. And his dream car was actually an Audi. So I was like, oh, I work here now. So I was very afraid. He was very big in the car community in Florida. Um, there were a lot of people that were on social media, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, X, all of that, that still kind of watched me. And I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to look dumb. I didn't want to look annoying. Like, oh, she just did this, whatever. And truthfully, I think my first TikTok that I posted about the dealership that blew up was something about the end of the month stress. And after that, I was like, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that really get this. Or on one of my previous TikToks, there was somebody that had mentioned something about dealerships overpay. You shouldn't go to a dealership because of, you're basically paying somebody else to get it for you or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I walk into a Home Depot and I have no idea what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody to help show me what I'm looking for. So it's kind of outreaching into people that aren't educated and people that are in the industry so we can kind of just be there for each other and then hype each other up, laugh, whatever. And then just connect and just do that, kind of share experiences.
Love it. So, what is your best social media hack?
Be honest. If you've got a crash out story, share it. The crazier, the better. Include your managers, include your coworkers, include cars of where you're at. Like, be honest. Just, don't try and white lie it. It's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Before we wrap up, this is your platform. I want you to look straight into the cameras if you're talking to a car saleswoman who's just starting out. What do you want
Mm.
them to know right now? This is it. Lay it all out.
This is tough. This is a really tough industry. It's going to be stressful. If you have a family, that's going to get stressful. But what you need to learn and what you've got to do, wake up every morning, do your 3 gratitudes. When you feel stressed out at work, stop, take a breath, do your 3 gratitudes. When you leave work at work. Do not take that home to your husband. Do not take that home to your kids, your family, your friends. Don't do that. Always make sure that you have at least 2 girl dates, like girlfriend dates in the calendar. You're connecting with friends, you're staying socializing, because this job is very easy for you to get wrapped and sucked up into to where it becomes your entire personality. And you're going to hate that. I promise you 100% you're going to hate that. So make sure that you set some time aside for yourself. Be true to yourself, be true to your hobbies. Make sure that you have your hobbies still with this. But your first 3 months are going to be the hardest. After that, it's easy. Just be yourself, stay true to yourself, be grateful, and grind. Just grind your way through this. Make your way to the top because women professionals, women salespeople in this role, we can, this is so easy. This is so easy. Men are doing it. I'm just kidding. This is so easy. Once you get the roll of it and you start getting your retention, your customers, your clientele, you're just showing up to work and having a coffee, a Celsius, you order lunch, and you're talking to everybody in the dealership. Do not be afraid to talk to people because in the end, they're just people too. And there's no, special access code you have to go talk to somebody sitting in service, whether it be a little old lady or younger kid. maybe a high schooler or something taking their parents' car. It's nothing that says that you can't go talk to them. So go talk to them. Go be friends.
Love it. Just one last question that just occurred to me, and I really want to know your perspective on this. Uh,
Okay.
big, big part of being a salesperson is taking a lot of rejection.
Hmm.
What is your best philosophy or tip about dealing with rejection in this job?
Okay. On to the next. Three no's mean a yes. So if you get rejected, just be like, all right, there was one. I only need one or two more to get a yes, or something like that. Just rejection doesn't mean the end of the world. It's kind of like the saying, what's the worst that they could say? No. They might go home after that and say, you know what, she was actually really good. And 2 weeks go by, they're like, I kind of want my Audi. They come right back in. They remember your name. So even if they say no, you know that you gave a good presentation on the car, you gave a good presentation for yourself, you were attentive. Learn the kids' names. That's a big thing. Learning the kids' names. I can't tell you how many deals that has probably made things 10 times easier for. But yeah, doing that 100%.
Holly, thank you so much for doing this and spending this time with us. All of this was so much gold. Can you please tell everybody where to go and follow you and where to find you?
Yes, so my social media is very easy. It's at Hallelujah. So it's HOLLILUJAH. Kind of an inside joke, but my Instagram, TikTok, all of that. And then I am at Audi in Lakeland, Florida. So yes, it's in the middle of nowhere, but we have some good inventory and some good people. And then I am also actually starting a brokerage too for high-end luxury transport. So I will be able to ship cars everywhere, all over the place. I've handpicked 4 drivers over my collective going on 8 years in this industry. I've handpicked 4 drivers for me that I trust with, $100,000, $200,000 cars. So I'm starting that, and then of course sourcing. So I will be literally all over the car industry, women led, women owned businesses, and just doing that.
That is amazing. I'm going to be asking you for that link so we can put that in the show notes. And for anybody who's interested, just go and follow Holly. Holly, thank you so much. I'm going to let you get back to work. You have been
Thanks.
amazing. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much.